Hi guys, I'm Asara.
I'm Sherelle.
And welcome to
Sister Vibes Podcast.
Hey.
Hey sis.
I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know. You're
How
like,
have
come
you
like I have to catch you on camera.
Literally. I think our last episode was about a year ago.
Yeah.
It was quite mad. That's quite mad. But you know, life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
Life literally be lifing.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, definitely. All glory be to God. Amen.
Yeah.
And we're definitely gonna stick to it this time.
100%.
You know.
Yeah.
And get our stuff out there.
Yeah.
Today was an emergency
discussion. It was literally an emergency.
It was an emergency discussion that we felt we need to touch base on. So yeah.
So let's get into it.
Mm-hmm. You want to start? Or
all right, so sis here brought to my attention about the Ginger J backchat discussion debate that took place recently. I think it was about what was the actual question?
The actual question was, if you consistently date outside your race, is it could it be interpreted as a self-hate thing?
Yeah.
That was the initial question, something along them lines.
Yeah. And we both have actually watched the full episode because I feel like it's good to get context. You don't want to just take a clip, because obviously clips are very like, you know, it can go viral for the wrong reasons, or like you're not actually watching the full conversation of actually what happened. So yeah, we both watched the full episode and I found it very interesting actually. I wasn't like, yes, I was triggered, but I actually felt sorry for him. Like I actually found this funny.
Oh, you felt sorry for him as in?
Like, no, so not sorry as if in like, oh, like everyone getting onto him, sorry. Like,
okay,
sorry.
Let's be clear.
Not that,
okay?
not like
let's
that.
Let's be very clear, because this is such a sensitive topic.
I just felt sad for him because it's like, first of all, why are you, like, he was very angry. Like, why are you so angry? Do you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it left me thinking like, why do you feel so enraged by your own race? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like
so you felt sad like on behalf of him, like kind of thing, like
kind of like
like I actually feel sorry for you, like you need to seek help type thing.
I did. But I feel like although his words triggered me and peed me off, it was more of the reaction around it. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of the other cast members, like the men that didn't say anything, and even the men that said stuff, they were kind of joking about it or trying to like defend what he was saying or make excuses for him. And it's like, this is why there's certain men that feel like they can act like that and do things like that, because you always have someone in your corner going, oh, but you know, it's justified because you said this or you triggered him or you did like, it's like, but then like some of the girls were saying, it's like, it was always in him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like we might have said something that may have triggered him, but it's always in you. That's how you feel, you know? So it's like your true feelings are coming to surface, and that's the reality of it.
So whether or not they were, because they were saying things like, you lot were just getting onto him and you lot kept picking and picking.
Yeah. I feel like that was excuses.
Yeah, 100% I feel like that was excuses. And that was really annoying because you are on a platform where you hold discussions. Discussions is all about asking questions. Of course, you're going to keep asking questions and asking questions. You could ask it a million times. You're going to get to what it is, the root of it. And ultimately, they did get to the root of it, clearly. So how is it their fault because you kept on at him? Because they sensed that there was something more. And clearly, he proved that they were right. There was something more.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like it's quite... I want to be careful with my words, you know, but it's really quite sad how, like you said, especially the men around him just let that slide. Because after, I'm pretty sure they were saying, yeah, I didn't agree with that and I didn't agree with this and X, Y, Z. But why didn't you say that whilst it was happening? Why was you not checking this man at the time of him lashing out? You know, it was they were high-fiving in the background, if I remember correctly, and ha 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 and ka 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 and kiki and it's not funny. Because it's all good said and done where you now say something afterwards where he's gone off. And then, but even the after video, the post interview thing behind the scenes, how he was going on then. Yeah. The people that were there. And I heard him say, am I wrong though? Am I wrong? And I heard someone go, no. And then he spudded them. It's like no one's saying anything when this man's having a meltdown. But then everyone wanted to say after, oh yeah, nah, he was wrong for that, or he was this, or he was that. But mind you, there are still people agreeing with him. I just wanted to say and make clear, first of all, the initial question, personally, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with dating outside your race.
Yeah.
I don't think if you date outside your race, it means self-hate. And there was a woman on there, I can't remember her name, but she was the furthest to the left, right? And she was saying that she believes it's self-hate.
With the braids.
Yeah,
the girl with the braids.
Yeah. She could articulate herself very well, and she said she does think it's self-hate. However, when she was then asked the question of if she was approached by a white man or whatever, is that an option? She said a white man is an option for me, but her preference is black men. That's absolutely fine. That's her preference. But if the option was there, so if the option was there, that means in whatever way anyone wants to swing it, that means she would date outside her race. Bottom line, she's not saying no, absolutely not. I would not date outside my race because I believe that's self-hate. So that, I think it was a bit of a contradiction on her part. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't feel like the men that were saying, oh, they date outside their race, it shouldn't be classed as self-hate. Anyone can date outside their race. It's not self-hate. I don't think it's self-hate. The question itself was if you consistently date outside your race. Again, I don't think it's self-hate. I personally don't think it's self-hate if you consistently date outside your race. Maybe you're just attracted to a different race. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make that clear. Back to Ginger J, yeah. I personally feel like what he done, there's so much layers to it that he needs to understand is not okay. You've gone on TV, social media, which is TV, let's be real. You've reached different countries, right? Slandering black women. In the beginning, when he was talking about, oh, I don't date black women because X, Y, Z, I thought, oh, okay.
I feel like he was still slandering though.
I feel in the very beginning when he was just saying,
yeah, he was picking points and picking down a black woman and saying his distaste for that race. And I felt like it was
in the very beginning, I don't think he was picking at that moment, because in the very beginning when he was like, personally, I just don't date black women because my experience with them haven't been great. No, but did you notice there
was a comment? You see, when, I don't know, it was earlier on before he went into his outburst, there was a comment where he was like, to one of the boys, the men, when the women were speaking, and he was like, "Oh, that's why I don't date black women. Stay away from black women."
I heard that.
From when he did that,
I heard that. I did. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He was ready picking.
He was ready. Yeah, exactly. He was okay. Cool. Yeah,
so to me, even though he was more like, calm in the beginning and like, he was trying to be like,
he had an ulterior motive.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? He was still on that same wavelength of like, it's distasteful to me, and this is why, and all of this stuff, like.
I agree. That is true, because I caught that. I caught that, but because everyone's rah, I did catch that. But what I was saying was, I was talking to Jermaine about this earlier, right? When you are a public figure and you have so much followers and stuff like that, it is not your responsibility. However, you do have somewhat a responsibility because people are watching you. You understand? Cardi B, for instance, you can't really troll Cardi B because she is how she is and she don't apologize for that. You get what I'm trying to say? Because now he's got a video talking about his mental health. You understand what I'm saying? But where was your mental health when you were slandering black women? You didn't care about black women's mental health. Black women who is now going to hear this and probably feel like they're not good enough, or okay, they need to change this about themselves, or they need to change that about themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? The fact that he's now come out with the mental health thing, I think for me personally is a bit wild. I hope he's okay, because mental health is a serious thing.
Yeah.
I hope he gets the help that he needs. However, you can't go off the way you did and then now come and talk about mental health, because it doesn't look good. Now it just looks like you're trying to play victim. And I know it's unfair to say, it might look like that, but maybe he really is feeling it. However, this is social media. This is the internet. So you need to be mindful of what you're doing. You slandering black women, because at the bottom line is that's what he did. People are out here in the comments talking about, he just had an opinion. He didn't just have an opinion. An opinion is, my preference is not black women because of I've had bad experience with them. Done. Simple. You're on the back chat, even in the post video, the leaked one or whatever, behind the scenes, you're talking about you don't know how to shut your fucking mouth, sit the fuck down. He even said black bitch at one point. Even said black bitch. You contradicted yourself in talking about I hate my mother. First of all, no one said you hated your mum. Someone asked you, doesn't your mum talk with sass then? And then he said, yeah, she does. And then I don't like it. And then the lady said, oh, okay, cool. And that was it. You've then flipped it to, oh, so what you're trying to say, I don't care about my mother or whatever. No one actually said that. You flipped that script and turned it into your own thing and then ran with that. But in the same breath that you're saying, my mum's black. My mum's a black empress. But I don't like the way she moves, so why would I go for someone like my mother? You've just dragged your mum on social media. A black woman at that. There is so much racism going on in this world. Why is it only a black man will tear down a black woman? I'm not saying that, Indian people don't tear down their Indian women. I'm not saying Cypriot men don't tear down Cypriot gal. I'm not saying Turkish men don't tear down Turkish gal. I'm not saying Latino, but you don't see it. You don't see it. They might do it in the comfort of their own home. You get what I'm trying to say? But you will see everywhere a black man tearing down a black woman. And then that gives other people ammunition to then run with that and be like, not even your own black men want you lot.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
It was absolutely disgusting what you've done. And then let me not even get started, because hold on, your reasoning for not liking black women because they didn't stand by you.
In jail.
Because you was in jail for 11 and a half years.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off, please. Don't piss me off.
Even, I agree with that girl as well. I think it was Cookie that was saying that, I don't know, he mentioned a comment about, he's just had a bad experience. They treat me like shit or something like that. And then she was just like, but you must have been shit, innit? Because it's like, what woman is not, forget the race, what woman's just going to treat you like shit if you're not, providing shit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like, woe me. They just treat me like shit. They didn't treat me good, but they were sucking my dick. And they were, what are you talking about? And what did he say about like the bouncing off that? Like, you sound stupid. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
also, yeah, when he said, and when he then wanted to turn around and say what he meant about take off your wig.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to say because he loves natural hair and stuff like that. No, you wasn't.
No,
that is not what you meant, because you tried to make her look stupid. That is what you wanted to do.
You wanted to embarrass them.
You wanted to embarrass her. You tried to make her look stupid.
All of them.
Because he then turned around and said, because I can bring my 10 out of 10 Indian thing with her nice, straight, I don't know if he said straight,
he
nice
said natural hair or something like that, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? You tried to make her look stupid. That is what you were trying to do. How can you be telling me to respect you when you don't even respect yourself? What have you done for black women? What do you mean, what have you done for black women? What do you mean, what have you done for black women? It's a black woman why you can sit at the front of the bomber clot bus.
Yeah.
Or the back of the bus, or whichever blood clot we are.
Yeah. He has no respect for black women. Don't let me start
naming people and black women who did this and paved the way for you to be where you are today. You understand what I'm trying to say? Even peeling back the layers even more, let's talk about why black women talk with sass. or attitude, as you call it. Black women don't talk of attitude, because you see the way I'm talking now, he would have probably said that's attitude. This is not attitude, this is
not
passion.
attitude, yeah.
This is passion, because we feel strongly about what we're talking about, because no one else stands up for us. So
Yeah.
we have to stand up for ourselves.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So don't then turn around and talk about, oh, but you lot don't know how to shut up. You lot don't know how to listen. Yes, we do know how to listen. Yes, we do know how to be submissive to the right man. A man, if me and my man's having a heated argument and he's like, listen, babe, sit down, I'm talking. I'm like, all right. You know, I might be a little, okay, but I'll sit down.
Yeah.
But if my man's like, shut the fuck up and sit down,
Yeah.
who you talking to? Because it can't be me.
Yeah.
Straight away. And any woman should be like that. Any woman should be like that.
Yeah.
Men keep confusing masculinity with control.
Yeah.
Masculinity does not mean control. It does not mean that. You understand? When I called you today and said to you, we need to go chat, because there was another clip that I saw, and it was in regards to Ginger J, but it was a podcast. I'm not sure where these men are from. I don't know if they're from Leeds or Birmingham. They got like an accent. They're from one of them ends. Yeah. Even the way I'm talking now, that might be too much, because I said, oh, these man. You get what I'm trying to say? And basically one of the guys was saying he agreed with Ginger J. And the other guys around the table was like, so what, you don't like black women? He's like, no, I still date black women, but I agree with what he said. But he's like, black women are just too hard sometimes. Other women, you could just be like, do this, do this, do this, and it would just be yeah. Whereas black women, it'll be like, why?
Yeah.
That really upset me, because, and it actually brought tears to my eyes, because it's like, so hold on a second. Again, like I said, let's peel back the layers as to why things are the way they are. Black women are too hard to deal with. So because a woman might say, oh, why? That means it's too hard.
Yeah.
What do you mean why is it too hard? Just because I asked why? Do you know what I mean? There might be some things I will do and be like, oh, okay, why? Or not ask why. Or I might be like, okay, why? What's happening? Does that mean it's too difficult? And you saying other women, they just say yes. It just goes to show, it's to me, it just sounds like you want to push over. You want someone who will just put up and shut up.
Yeah.
Why can a black woman not ask why? Or why can a black woman not question?
Yeah. I hear you with the whole you want to push over, but I do feel like it's not, I just feel like what they were saying, sometimes it just looks different coming from a different race. Not agreeing with what they said, but in a sense of like, me as a black woman and a white girl, and we've reacted the same way, but from me it will look aggressive because of my skin color, and from her it won't look aggressive because of her skin color, and that's it. But we could be having the same tone, the same mannerisms, with the hand in the finger on the face.
What is that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but I'm just saying that is what they're seeing, innit? They will see us as aggressive and the white girl as not aggressive. And it's just like, it's unfair, like you said, it proper hurts, because I just feel like we're the most undervalued women in the world. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's like you said, the only people that defend us is us. And even sometimes us don't defend us. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And like you said, it's not necessarily a black man's responsibility to be like, you know, going on these platforms or, you know, going out and like defending black women and whatnot, blah, blah. But it's like, at the end of the day, have some respect in a sense of like, most of you came from a black woman, you know? And like you said, most of you wouldn't be in the positions you are if it wasn't for black women paving that way. So it's like, you don't have to have us as your preference, or we don't have to be your cup of tea. But then don't, you know,
tarnish our names.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Don't talk down on us. Don't like uplift us. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Uplift us like we uplift black men, even if it's not our preference. Like we can still say, like, even me, I've dated white men, kind of similar to, like you said, how that girl was talking, that obviously my preference is black men, but I've also will date out my race. But I don't then bring down, you know, black men. Like, I don't do that. because I have brothers. I have a father. Do you know what I mean? I have a son. That's what I'm saying.
I have a son. Sons.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's just like, why would, but, you know, forget all of that. Why would I do that? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Why would I bring down a black brother? Like, why would I do that?
And also, why are we so hardwired?
Yeah.
That's the question. Why are we so hardwired? You get what I'm saying? Everyone can talk, but let's get to the root of the problem. Why are we so hardwired? Is it because black men, the majority, because let's be real, our race is the majority who has single mothers because the black men have walked out, or the black men are not stepping up to be fathers. And I'm not talking about, you know, the idiot gal, because there are some idiot gal out there who, you're not seeing your youth just because you're being spiteful and all of them things. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about us. Yeah. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm talking about us. Yeah. Like, I've got 2 boys. I'm fully black, by the way, before anyone wants to come for me and tell me that I'm mixed race. Both my parents born and bred in Jamaica. Yeah, I'm just light skin. And I've been told many times, you're not truly black. Guys are only onto you because that's a whole different conversation though. Yeah. But that's again, colorism is a real thing. Hating on a black woman. Exactly. Tearing down another black woman. You get what I'm saying? Because this and this and this and that. That's why you get attention, not because you're black. Right. It can't be because you're black. It's not. God forbid it's because I'm pretty and I have a good personality. It's not fucking because anyway. But in the slavery days, what? In the slavery days, I would have been raped in the bed and you would have been raped in the field. What the fuck is the difference? Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? Let's not do that. Let's not do that because we were still getting fucked up. Yeah. So you're vexed because I was getting raped off in the bedroom, but you was getting raped off in the field. Oh, okay, sorry. You get what I'm trying to say? But don't bring that to me and tell me that I'm not. You're not black though. So what are you then? You're light skin. No, I don't know those. I don't know who's been having those conversations with you. Well, not friends anymore, but friend groups. Yeah, I went through that. I do feel like there's colorism, but I know you're a black woman, innit? So it's like, I don't personally. It's like I don't know who's having those conversations with you about. Yeah, I've had that. I had that a lot. Like I said, growing up and stuff like that. But I digress. Yeah, I was gonna say let's peel back the layers of black women. Let's go with this topic for now. Yeah. Single parents, right? So as a single parent, as a single black woman, raising children, dad not around, and I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about in general, dad not around. So you've had to go into your masculine. Yeah. You've had to, because now you're raising kids by yourself. Again, I'm not talking about the gal that's out here opening up legs left, right and centre and picking up babies and dash a baby. I'm not talking about that. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about responsible women who, they were in love and then the dad got up, left, whatever the situation was. But now we've had to sit in our masculine because we've had to raise, and boys at that, we've had to raise boys. So we have to sit in our masculine. We've had to continue to go to work. We've had to provide, cook, clean, nurture, look after the household. So you naturally go into your masculine because you need to remain level-headed, you need to remain strong, you need to sort of become alpha. Alpha's obviously a man thing, but you sort of have to step into that role for both men and women. You do. You know what I mean? For both men and women. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? But because we didn't do it with enough etiquette, or because we didn't do it gracefully enough, now you're too this and you're too that and you're too this and you're too that. Come into my life and show me that I can sit comfortably in my femininity. You get what I'm saying? I can be a submissive woman. I can be a submissive woman. And exes will tell you that I can be a very submissive woman. However, if I don't feel like I can be that with you, because for many different reasons, I might end up going mad, I'm taking verbal, physical, emotional abuse from you, naturally you cannot be submissive. You get what I'm trying to say? You cannot, unless you're just going to become a shell of yourself. Men fail to understand they have the power to make a woman be submissive. Yeah. They have that power. But he's not given man to me anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's not a man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's not given man. Sit down, shut the fuck up, da. That's not masculine. Yeah. That's not masculine. That's very insecure. That's very aggressive. That's very childish. Yeah. Like, you're not grown. Yeah. You are not grown. You need to seek healing. He was doing the very same thing that he's saying he doesn't like. You know, I think it was Cookie that said that as well towards the end. The very same thing. And men don't do that. Men do not bitch. Yeah. That is not something men do. Yeah. Where's your hair? take off your wig, blah, blah, take
Yeah.
off your eyelash. Men
Yeah.
do not do that. That's a bitchy thing. That's a gal thing.
Yeah.
That you get what I'm saying? That's a gal thing. Men don't move like that.
Yeah.
That is not how you speak to women in general. That's not how you speak to people, let alone your own black women. Talking about black bitch, talking about this, talking about that, about your black women. How dare you? How dare you? Which one is my camera? Because I want to look in the camera and say to Ginger J, how dare you? How dare you talk about black women like that? You have a preference. I'm gonna reiterate. You have a preference. You don't like dating black women. You know? You should have left it as that. You should have just left it as that. But you went off and tried to degrade black women, slander black women, bring black women down like there's not enough going on in the world. You get what I'm saying? There's so many comments out there because I've been pre in the comments like, oh yeah, because black women are the worst. Bare white man now. Bare white man agreeing with you now. Because you know what? They can.
Yeah.
Because they can.
Yeah.
Which is why I said, whether or not you like it, you have a responsibility on your platform. You might not want to take up that responsibility, but now look where it's got you.
But then don't talk about it then.
But look where it's got you though.
If you don't want to take up that responsibility, then don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Do you know what I mean? If you don't want to carry that on your shoulder, do not talk about it. Like when they ask that question, all you have to do is keep it cute.
Like my man, what was his name? I don't know what his name was.
I don't know their names, but just keep it cute. Like
apologies to the cast
like,
of Backchat.
Sorry,
yeah, I don't really watch it like that.
Yeah, just keep it cute, answer the question and just move on. If like, I just feel like don't go into something and then like you said, get all the backlash and then talk about you have mental health. And like you said, I'm not even putting on no one with mental health because I think it is a quite serious thing. And I do believe you actually do have mental health, even if
100%.
Even though I feel like you believe you don't have it, but you do have it. Do you know what I mean? You definitely have mental health because it's just like, it's crazy how you, like even the anger you displayed, that was just like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you said, like you were saying that Cookie had attitude, and it's just like, what attitude?
And then, but when he got pulled up on it, he changed it to sass.
But
what's wrong with sass? So me doing this right now, I've got too much sass, or I've got attitude because I'm using my fingers to talk.
Yeah, but that
is not a reason to not date someone. And to be honest, plenty women do that. Not just black women, white women, Haitian.
He's hurt. Do you know what it is? Like he's got, like I said, he's got mental health.
He is triggered.
And he's definitely hurt. He's triggered. Yeah, but then this is my point. You're actually hurt and you're triggered. And instead of like looking within yourself, you're deflecting to like the whole of like black women out there and saying it's a them problem, it's not a you problem. Do you know what I mean? And that's crazy to me. It's just like, make it make sense. It's not even about the fact that his preference is Indian girls. It could have been any other race in that position in the sense of why, whatever, and he would have been like, that's my preference because, like, you know what I mean? Because they accepted me and the black girls didn't, or whatever he was talking about.
Another thing I wanted to say, you just reminded me when he said that they accept me when he was talking about, he said, yeah, they accepted me, but obviously with his background going to jail, because apparently it was a very serious thing. But with black people, you know, they probably would have celebrated me at the cookout.
I didn't hear that part.
I caught that bit because I thought to myself, even that, what are you trying to say? That we're just a bag of criminals? This is what I'm saying. The narrative you're giving of black people, he's like, yeah, because you know, black people, they probably would have celebrated me at the cookout.
That is self-hate.
You sat there and said, you didn't even want to say on camera what it was you went jail for 11 and a half years.
Yeah.
We are not stupid. You don't go jail for 11 and a half years for no dibby ting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but everyone has their own sort of idea, right? Yeah. You saying, I probably would have been celebrated at the cookout. Even them little smart remarks.
That's what I'm saying. It's coming from, but that to me...
And then didn't you hear, because Cookie was like, not in my family, or...
Yeah.
You remember? I
don't remember that part, but...
Yeah.
But that to me is self-hate. Because that's what I'm trying to say. His issue wasn't with like the black women on that cast or in the world, even the black women that he's referring to, like that he dated, the 3 black women that he said, yeah. To me, it's to do with himself. He hates himself. He hates where he came from. Like,
why does he hate himself? I wonder.
I don't know, but this is something that he needs to
and talk about. Why do you hate yourself?
He needs to discuss that.
You get what I'm saying? Why is it you hate yourself?
But that's what got him triggered. Because I think it was when she said something like, oh, so like you just hate black women. That's when he kind of started popping off and started yelling and then standing up and everything. And it's like, calm, like what is got you so triggered?
Yeah. And he said it. Yeah, I am triggered. Yeah, I am triggered.
Because he hates himself. But it's like, she's asking a question that he doesn't want to answer because it's like, maybe he hasn't figured it out, or maybe he hasn't asked himself that question, or maybe he just knows, or I don't know what it is, isn't it? But the point is just that you clearly doing it. And even when he kept referring, like you said, no one spoke about his mum. But you keep bringing it back to your mum. I don't hate my mum.
She asked one question about his mum when he's talking about the sass. But
he keeps making statements referring to his mum. And it's like, I'm not saying that, no one's saying you hate your mum, innit? But it's like, again, it's coming like a trigger. Do you know what I mean? Every time your mum was brought up, and it wasn't even like in a negative light. It was just like they're questioning why you feel that way. Because remember, he made a comment about, yeah, my parents are darker than all of you. It's like,
even that, I was like, what is that? You sound like the white man that says, oh, I got black friends. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, and
what
then you're
are we
like,
doing here?
She's an empress and she's this and she's all of these things, but yet you can still sit here on this very like platform and undervalue a black woman. Like, make it make sense. Do you know what I mean? These are the same men that they were once boys in school and make you say anything about their mum, your mum. They're ready to fight or this and that or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what are you fighting for? You don't even like what they're saying. You don't even like your mum. You don't even like how she looks. You know what I mean? But you're fighting and hyping up for what? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It just sounds so stupid.
His reason is all, like I said, him going jail. That's why because he went jail and he broke a lot of trust. This is what I'm saying. He contradicted himself in that whole interview, but again, or whatever segment.
That's another thing in terms of like, okay, like this is going to another topic that we won't go too much into, but it's like, that's another thing, like you said, that it's on another, like on black women's shoulders, isn't it? In a sense of like, black men, do they expect a lot because they've gone jail? Do you know what I mean? Like, they expect us to wait
11 and a half years.
Yeah, but
was we married? Was we married?
Exactly.
Was we married?
Most black men that are in relationships before they go to jail, majority of them are not married, right? So it's like, do you then expect that woman, whatever race she's in, to then wait for you?
Come like he did.
But why? Why did he expect that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why did he expect that?
He said they were selling him dreams. Would you wait for a woman for 11 and a half years? I wonder if he would wait for a woman for 11 and a half years. And I wonder what he went to jail for. And as he said, I broke people's trust. I did this and I did that. Okay. So you broke people's trust. This is what I'm saying. We don't even know what he's talking about. It could be something where as a woman, she could have been like, nah, I ain't doing that. You get what I'm saying? What trust did you break?
Yeah.
What trust did you break?
Yeah.
What did you go jail for?
Yeah.
And also he kept saying, they were expecting too much of me. What were they expecting from you if you were in jail for 11 and a half years? What do you mean they were expecting too much from you? What is too much in your eyes?
They were expecting too much, but then he made a comment talking about basically they didn't wait. He was referring to those black girls, but he mentioned like black women, they wouldn't wait. But to me, that's expecting a lot.
Did his now Mrs. wait, the Indian girl, did she wait?
He just said that, I don't know if she actually waited. I don't know if they were together while he was in jail, but he said that she did a lot for him.
I would really like to know
she held it down. That's what he said, something like
okay, but what did she hold down? I don't
know, but that's my point. It's like, isn't that too much to expect as well? For someone to hold you down to do this and that. And fair enough, if you are
not so
married,
much. What do you mean? Not so much.
But even if, like you said, are they married? If you were married, that's calm, innit? That's fine, innit? But then it's like, don't expect that from someone who you haven't made that commitment with to then just wait for you to hold you down and to like put their life on pause. Years. Exactly.
Yeah.
Why should they do that?
Yeah. What was your status before you went jail? And to be fair, before you went jail, you shouldn't be... If there's no ring on your finger, you should not be expecting no one to wait for you for 11 and a half years. 11 and a half years, let's be real. How old is he? Do you know how old he is?
No.
Because if he's our age,
I don't know how old he is.
You're in your 20s when you went jail.
Yeah.
In your 20s, unless you're locked down, married, got your shit together and, you've been that couple, let's be real. 11 and a half years. 11 and a half years. Marriage and a proper relationship where you lot are locked in, you got house together, you got babies together, you're married. You understand? For all we know, again, we're just speculating, but for all we know, they could have been together 6 months. They could have been together a year. And in that time, he's obviously still doing dumb shit because you went jail.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? For 11 and a half years, you chose to do whatever it is you done to end up in jail. That's on you. Do not put that on a black woman because she didn't wait for you. Even if she did sell you a dream, maybe at the time she actually meant it. But then realized, I can't do this. 11 and a half years. That's a decade plus. You understand what I'm saying? That is not a reason for you to, or even that shouldn't even be one of the reasons for you to turn around and say, yeah, I don't like black women because, you know, they didn't hold me down for 11 and a half years when man went jail. You're an absolute moron. Where's your self-respect?
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Where's your self-respect? Stop trying to put down black women and let's start trying to understand black women.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's try talking to the black woman and understanding her.
Yeah.
We are so tired of being put down. We are so tired of being put down. We are so tired of being put down that it hurts. I swear to God, it hurts. It actually hurts. It hurts deep. It hurts deep. And every time, so many things happen around me on a day-to-day basis. And me as a person, I just see and blind and hear and deaf. You understand? But I feel everything. You think even when I'm going to like my son's schools and stuff like that because of the area that we live in, I feel it. You get what I'm saying? Like I've got 2 black boys. I'm a black woman. I feel the looks, you know. My son, when he was 3, we spoke about this on our podcast how many episodes ago, got kicked out of school. They didn't want to help him. We was in a predominantly white school. He was a little brown boy. They didn't like him. Point blank, period. Yeah, and I know it was that. Teacher strangled my youth. At 3 years old, they're trying to put him up in the system and put him in Peru and all. At 3. You get what I'm saying? I had to go through all of that shit. With my youth just because he's black, just because he's a little brown boy. But you know what? I've never said anything. I just see. And it hurts and it hurts and it hurts and it hurts. And we have to keep putting up with this shit. We're not good enough. Why is your hair? Wear your natural hair. You wear your natural hair. Your hair nappy. You wear straight hair. Why don't you keep your afro? Oh, why is your afro so big?
Yeah.
Oh, let me touch your hair. If we go to an interview for a job in our afro, oh, no, we don't really like that. Can you straighten your hair, please? But then when we do wear the wigs, we've got man like Ginger J, take your wig off. It's like we can't win, it sounds like. No matter what we do, we cannot win.
It's just not about that.
You want us to back you. You want us to support you. Like you said, your Indian woman holds it down for you. Well done to her. If a black woman holds you down, stop telling me what to do. You lot are just onto me, man. When we keep quiet, you're not doing nothing for me though. What are you doing for me? What the fuck? It's enough now. It's enough now. It's enough now, man. We get it from left, right, and center. We don't need it from our black men. We don't. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Do you know how sad that is? Do you know how sad that is? Like, it warmed my heart to see a couple videos. 'Cause I've seen a few videos, because obviously this has gone mad viral. And I've seen a couple videos where black men are like, bro, you fucked up. I love black women. I this, I that. That warmed my heart.
Yeah.
Because I was like, rah, I heard that. You know, you stepped up for us.
Yeah.
You stepped up for us. But that's very few and far between.
Yeah.
The majority of things that I'm seeing is, yeah, black women are this, black women are that. You created an uproar.
Yeah.
You've created an uproar slandering black women and have now, because remember, there's racist people out there, you know, fully racist. You've now given them the ammunition to come to and ha.
It just goes beyond the viral clip, let's be real. And that's what it is. And it's just like, I just feel like as a race, we just got to do better, man. Like literally.
But are we going to do better though?
But it's just, I don't know if we are, but I just feel like we have to. Do you know what I mean?
Where do we start?
Because we all, regardless whether you don't like your own race or not, we still fit in the same box.
Exactly.
If they're ready to dash me and you, they're going to dash him as well the same way. They're going to dash the next one and next one and next one that talks bad about us. So it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? We're all going to be boxed the same and be dashed away the same. I just feel like we need to have more conversations. You know, people need to have more therapy, more discussions. They need to ask themselves the harder questions. Like, especially when it comes to like men that do act like that and respond like that. I feel like it makes me wonder, like, does your mum know? Like, do you have these open discussions with her? Because it's like, I don't get it why you feel so comfortable to do that. And you're talking about your mum looks like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's actually mad. It don't even make no sense.
It's so sad because
it really is.
We, as Black women, have to endure this.
Yeah.
Then we're raising young Black boys.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to see this at some point.
Yeah.
They're going to see this at some point. You know? And it's just going to continue on in generations and generations and generations. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not fair.
Yeah, but this is where you have the discussions with them. Do you know what I mean?
My kid. Listen, I done well, and I'll pat myself on my back because I done well. And for a long time, I always beat myself up. You know, just mum guilt in general.
Yeah.
But now that they're of age, I have a soon-to-be 12-year-old and 15-year-olds, both in secondary school now. Now that I'm of age and they understand emotion and stuff like that. When they do say certain things, I realize I've done a damn good job. You know, I have. I really have. I have. There's always room for improvement. You know, you're a parent, things change, but I've done a damn good job. Yeah. But even that is just sad that that whole responsibility lays with us.
Yeah.
You know? Because you might have absent fathers. You might have fathers that don't want to have that conversation or who believe, but it's not that deep, or who believe, I don't want to get involved in that. You have to. Yeah. You have to.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is why I feel bad for people like that, because it's like they need to do the help themselves. You can't, you can give people the book and the guidance and whatnot, but it's like they have to walk their own walk. Do you know what I mean? They have to do that self-work.
He has left a footprint on the internet forever.
Yeah, but he wasn't the first. And he won't be the last.
I don't remember a last time someone slandered a Black woman like that publicly. Tell me, unless I'm forgetting. That's why
he won't be the last.
No, of course not. Of course not. But he's definitely sparked something, because, like I said, there's racism, there's this, there's that. When was the last time something like this happened, Sherelle? Like, remind me, unless I'm forgetting. I know it's not the first, but something like this right now. I feel
like it happens sometimes subtle, like in a subtle way. Like, look at like things like Love Island UK, right? I've watched Love Island USA, like I'm into that, right? But in Love Island USA, like one of the guys was saying, it's a whole different culture, innit? They will bring on like all types of races where they all kind of find each other attractive. So they'll have Black women on there and they're desired just as much as the white girl, right? Love Island UK is completely different, right? So they'll have like maybe the two like token Black girls and barely desired, even by the own Black guys that come on the show. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's what I'm saying, but those are...
You're like saying, no, but there's still viral moments. They're just not like spoken about like in a viral way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But
I'm saying there's viral moments, and of course that's a very big thing. But then
it's like... I'm talking about the modern media there, not like necessarily... I just brought Love Island as an example. Yeah. But it's all the time in the media and what you see on TV and what's represented.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Those are still viral moments.
That's an everyday thing.
Those are still viral moments though.
It is viral moments, but those are like... This is what I'm talking about when I was saying to you that I see it every day. I see these things every day. You see that, this Black woman didn't get as much time on the thing, or this you see that all the time, even down to X Factor. When Alexandra Burke came out the other day, not the other day, like how many years ago, talking about her experience on X Factor. And what's the other girl's name? And she done the rap when Tulisa was the judge.
I don't know, but I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know her name.
She was kind of thick. She's very pretty.
Yeah,
she done the rap thing, and she even spoke about her experience on it. And they were saying to them like, they were like, yeah, nah, you're too dark, or
Yeah.
can you straighten your hair, or something like that along them lines. And I was just like, this is what I'm saying, these things are going on, but I'm specifically talking about the man Ginger J and how he went on, not no subtle.
Yeah.
And then he come
I
out
don't
with
know.
an
I
apology.
still feel like it's the same thing.
He come out with an apology, but doubled down and said, if you want to take it like that, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
You doubled that was your opportunity. That was your little one window.
I honestly do think it's the same thing. However, I feel like Black people are the only ones that seem to, like you say it out loud where it has a viral moment. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like if I'm comparing the two about like I said about the media and what everyone does, I feel like it's just kind of the same thing.
It's all the same thing.
It's just a shame that it comes from, you know, someone who looks like you.
Yeah.
To then like
it is
make
all the same thing. It's all the same thing. And
which
you
is what gives them...
done it without no regard for anyone. You didn't care. You didn't have no, you didn't care. And again, like you said, it is all the same, but it's
because he doesn't care. That's why you're saying, like, it's because he doesn't care. Do you know what I mean? That's why. It's because he doesn't care. Like, he just, like I said, he has mental health and he needs to get help, and he needs to like literally look into himself. Do you know what I mean? And I hope he finds that help. Like, honestly, I really do.
What do you think us as Black men and women, like today, if we had the opportunity to make a change, where does it begin?
I feel like it begins with self. Like, I don't know, I just feel like self-reflection, looking in the mirror, like getting to know yourself. And that can look like reading, learning about where you come from. And I mean, not like, you know, just like your immediate family tree, but like your past family tree. I noticed that when he was talking about why he's ginger, he was talking about slavery and like, you know, some slave master that was ginger and all this stuff, la la la. But like, even not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be your, you know, personalized tree, but just looking back at what Black people had to endure and like what that could have looked like, and just, you know, proper doing the work to understand, like, and maybe that will answer the questions that we will asking. Do you know what I mean? Like, why is it that women go through what we go through? Why do we have so much on our shoulders? Why do men expect so much from us? You know what I mean? Why there's so much broken homes in the Black community? And it's just like, maybe like being real with ourselves and actually answering those questions and looking back and doing the research that we can then, I don't know, like live good. Yeah.
Live in love. Love each other.
Yeah. And like you said, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, just because we love each other doesn't necessarily mean that we have to prefer.
Yeah.
Like,
you just respect.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? It's respect.
Just
yeah.
have respect.
That's all it is.
Just have respect. Just have respect for your own people.
What does it look like for you? Like, what do you think? What do you think Black people need to do?
At this point, I don't know. I just okay, I'll say the reason why I said I don't know is because a part of me is just like, but they're never gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking. Like you said, we need to start having conversations, and having conversations. Listen to understand, not listen to respond. It's the same thing I said to Jermaine earlier. I was like, that's all we do. We just listen to respond. We're listening, and we're logging. Okay, but that's what I'm going to say. You're not listening to understand and to solve and to grow together. You're listening to respond and to chat shit and to this, but. It's just like, shh. Yeah. You understand? Be quiet. Relax. Let's have a conversation. Conversation, because even the back chat, that whole episode, we're just talking over each other, talking, interrupting, da 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 da. It's just like, oh my gosh. Like I said to you on the phone, I had to pause it a couple times because it's a lot. It's a lot. Have a conversation, get your views across. Everyone have like a conversation, but at the end they bantered about it and was like, oh, this is back chat. This isn't a safe space. Obviously it was banter, but you know, that's how they move.
But it's not banter, that's the whole point.
But that's what I'm saying. They see it as banter.
Yeah.
I mean banter is in, I know what they meant. It wasn't like a malicious thing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
No, I meant like the situation that just happened on that show. It's like they were all kind of trying to make light of it. And it wasn't a light situation.
And laugh it off. And laugh it off.
That's what we do. We tend to put things under the rug.
Yes,
and ha, 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 ha,
yes, 100%, 100%.
Like, fob it off. Do you know what I mean?
That's another thing we need to stop doing.
Yeah.
Fobbing it off.
Yeah.
Fobbing it off. I think we need to stand together. Yeah, it's not okay. I mean?
Yeah.
We need to stand together because, like I said, he has given ammunition to white people, whoever else, racist people, because there are fully racist people out there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He's now giving them the ammunition to be like, oh, well, da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? You have now given them that ammunition. I'm not trying to say it wasn't here before you. It was. But based on what you've done, the comments that's now underneath your posts are, yeah, because black women have the most horrendous attitude and da-da. You get what I'm trying to say? You have now enabled that.
And he hasn't really, like, if I'm honest with you, like, from what you showed me, he hasn't really, like, apologized or taken back anything.
He hasn't apologized
He's
at
still
all.
kind of standing on it. And all he's kind of just saying is trying to justify, which is what he was trying to do anyway on the show, as to why he said those things. And that's what he keeps on doing. So once again, like, what they were saying is in him. That's what he believes and that's what he stands by. Like, do you know what I mean? He doesn't regret.
He in the last video that I saw when he was talking about his mental health.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, let me watch this. It was sent to me.
Yeah.
And at first it was my mental health. Then he said, it's my fault because I should have educated myself on the internet more. So it wasn't the fact that this is and to be honest, this is what I said as well, because so obviously one of my brothers said to me, what do you think about his mental health post or whatever? I said, I haven't seen it. That's when it got sent to me. So I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, and I'll say again, mental health is a real thing. I'm not trying to downplay that. So I hope he gets help and I hope he sorts out himself.
Same.
However, I'm not the rest of the world. The rest of the world is not going to have that. I can tell you that for free. Because you cannot blow up like that and then come try to play victim, talk about mental health. Because as we said previously, you didn't care about anyone else's mental health. Now you're talking about mental health. Anyway, then he said, this is what I do though. I should have known about, this is the internet. So it sounds like you're trying to say, I should have just said this behind closed doors. I shouldn't have said it on the internet. Not you shouldn't have said it at all. You're saying you shouldn't have said it on the internet.
Well, we already know he says it behind closed doors, let's be real. So no,
I'm saying, so again, that wasn't an apology, because what you basically said was, I shouldn't have said this, but I shouldn't have said this on the internet. I should have known how the internet would be. What? Yeah. That wasn't an apology. He also said, oh yeah, I should have taken accountability, but it was very... What now? Sorry to say, but what now? You've lost the job. Now you've had to turn off comments left, right, and center because people are dragging you. Is that why now you're saying this? Because first it was the back chat, right? Cool. Then it was behind the scenes. Then it was your half-assed apology that you ended up doubling down on. Oh, that's a you problem if you take it like that. Then it was your mental health. You had so many opportunities to reel your neck in. And you didn't. You've gone too far. You've gone too far.
Yeah.
You've gone too far.
Yeah.
Like, so no one ain't gonna want to hear anything that's gonna come out your mouth now. You're done.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, just going back to what you said about, obviously, like, to your question about how do we move from this and what can we do as a people? I just feel like don't feel like you have to carry that. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like anyone should feel like they have to carry that. I just feel like, just the same way he was on a co-host on Pen Game, and they basically sacked him from Pen Game with the statement they put out. It's like, that's them basically taking a responsibility for what he said. Do you know what I mean? But they're also making a statement and making a movement by, you know, saying they do not stand for that. And I respect that.
I respect that too.
And it's like,
100%.
That's all you can do, really.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what did you mean? Don't...
Like, so be the change you want to see in the world. You can't expect someone to change just because your views and all of that stuff. And like, even though we're saying yes, we want him to get help, doesn't mean he's going to get that help. And we can't like enforce that, or do you know what I mean? We cannot overlook that. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if he's going to do that. And he's not the only one. He just represents a crowd of people that think the same as he.
So what were you saying right now?
So basically, I'm saying, like, the whole self-reflection thing, if you want the world or a certain race to be a certain type of way, you got to be that. Do you know what I mean? You got to be that change.
Yeah, 100%.
You got to stand on what you believe.
You.
Yeah, basically.
It all starts with you. Yeah. You're not in control of anyone else's actions.
Basically, yeah.
You're not in control of anyone else's actions. And is it called Pen Game, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's called Pen Game.
It's called, forgive us if it's not that, because again, I don't really watch that.
Yeah.
I respect them for that highly.
Yeah.
Because when you keep your mouth shut, you are also part of the problem.
Exactly.
And that's facts. You get what I'm saying? And that is why I was like, we need to record today.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
When you keep your mouth shut, you are a part of the problem. And this one really just touched me differently, man.
Yeah.
It really, really did. And that's what we're trying to do on this podcast as well, is make a change.
Yeah.
You know, and we've said that from day one.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it was so important for two black women of two different shades.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because that came up on the back.
I don't even think the shade thing even matters, because you're a black woman. And
no, it does matter.
Do you know what I mean?
Matter. Not to us.
Yeah.
Because
but
we're
even
not
the fact you're saying that, exactly. But do you know who is a fool?
No.
You see that girl that was on Backchat, and because she's mixed race. No, not the mixed race girl.
Oh, which one?
There was a girl that was like, I think she was slightly fairer to the other girls. She was in the middle.
Oh, and the one that was like, he weren't coming for me.
Yeah, and she's got the big weave, the middle part. girl, you had your middle part like mine.
He was coming for you because everything that he was downgrading and disrespecting, you had
like, the eyelashes.
He was,
you had the weave.
But
and it's like she was so naive to it. She was like,
she was like, I know how to.
Yeah, and she said you guys were picking at him. You were getting at him, and it's just like, she said she knows how to articulate herself.
She knows how to.
I don't know what she said yet, but it's like,
I know it's gonna bother me.
But I just feel like she is part of the problem.
But what's her name started? The other girl with the curly weave. She started.
No, but I'm just saying she's part of the problem.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Because then there's certain women out there like that who then make it look like it's okay.
Yeah.
And then for men to be, said men to be like, see, even she knows. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what do you mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like our focus can't be on those people. It has to be more on the people like ourselves who are trying to make a difference, who are trying to make a change. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like there's strength in numbers, you know?
Yeah.
There's power in the universe.
Yep.
Let's push that instead of pushing that. And then, you know, we all become that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Facts. There is strength in numbers. And I really hope our numbers will go up and people, like-minded people, you know, will...
It will.
I hope so, Sherelle, because it's too much now.
No, I hear you, but like I said, it's like, you're right. Like the fact that you, like you said, you've gone through the comments and you've seen videos of people like, you know, having their say, but in a positive manner, in a positive light, that's amazing. Do you know what I mean? It might not be more than the people that are being negative.
But it needs to be.
I hear you, babe, but darkness, like only light pushes out darkness. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. But the darkness right now, there is light, but the darkness right now is overshadowing it, because as much as I'm saying I'm seeing the comments and seeing videos and that made, like I said, it's very few and far between. So things like that will get, especially on social media, things like that will get lost. Yeah. The other bits, the negative and the dark side will come is what's high right now. So that's why I say more people, we need to come together, because yes, there's going to be a minority of us here and then a minority of us there, but then the majority is the dark. Yeah. That is what the problem is as well. There's not enough of us coming together. Yes, it's much better at this moment in time right now because of this viral video. But I have seen I think I've seen about 10 videos of women lashing out and saying leave us alone, of men saying no, we love our black women and stuff like that. But then to that 10, I've seen 50 negative videos. The comments, obviously they've been rinsing him in the comments, but then I'm seeing hella comments. His followers even went up. Yeah. Let's be real. Yeah. they're not going up from people like the ones who's dragging you.
Yeah.
So your followers have gone up by a few thousand.
Yeah.
It's not the minority, clearly, because no one's gonna follow you, but your followers have gone up by a few thousand.
But it's just, at the end of the day, they're all sick people. Like the people
That's what I'm saying. That's why like-minded people need to come together more, because
and they will. This is my point. I feel like they will.
I'm really hoping.
Do you know what I mean? I might be a bit optimistic, but I feel like they will. The more people who talk about it, like ourselves, the more people are consistent and really, you know, persistent in pushing that fight and that argument and just like their beliefs and their views. It's like, the more, like I said, the more that the light will push out the darkness.
I keep crying, fam.
No, because it's upsetting, isn't it? It's like a proper deep subject.
It really is, Sherelle.
Yeah.
And growing up here, my dad didn't play with them things, you know.
Yeah.
we were schooled on all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had to know
that's what I'm trying to
history.
say, though. Not everyone is.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It cuts deep.
That's
like
what
my
it
dad,
is.
up to this day, my dad's still talking about black things, and you know, I teach the boys obviously, but my dad will be like, yeah, let's sit down, let's watch this, and you know what I mean, up to this day.
Yeah.
And it's just shit.
Yeah.
I saw another video. How long have we got? How long have we been?
It's like 9:39 now.
Jermaine, how long have we been talking?
Can we wrap it up?
So we're gonna wrap it up. We said 45 minutes. Two more things I want to say. First of all, the video that I saw today, it was a woman, and she basically made a video about the Ginger J thing, as many of them have, and she just said, on behalf of all black women, and she started screaming. She was just like, leave us the fuck alone. Like, but like, you know when you're screaming? Like, and I felt every single bit of it, Sherelle. She was like, like she's tired. And I felt like everything down to my core. That can create mental health. That can create insecurities. Just from your one video, you've got a woman literally screaming into the camera because of how it hurt her. And that's only one woman. I don't think he realizes, or he just didn't care, but I genuinely don't think he realizes what he's done right now. I don't, because he probably still sits down and says, oh, but see, they're all chatting shit because obviously everyone's cussing. But I don't think I don't, yeah.
Well, they're not cussing. Well, that's what he will say.
I mean, some of them are cussing him out still. I've seen some comments and I was like, damn.
Not the gingerbread man.
The gingerbread. I've seen some comments talking about like, bad things. I'm not even going to repeat it because that's not my old vibe. But I've seen some comments. I'm just like, boy, like, wow. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Is a mixed race woman a black woman?
That's just another video, mate.
Yeah. All right, cool.
That wasn't a yes or no. I'm just gonna leave that till next episode.
Cool. We'll end it. We'll use that as a little clip to reel the audience in.
Oh, that will definitely be really
all right, you get me, and then I'll watch it right to it and then be like,
exactly. What a cliffhanger.
See you on the next episode.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, guys, thanks for watching. We could have spoke much longer, but we need to wrap it up because we'll be here for hours. We really would be.
Yeah.
But we hope that obviously we've touched on certain things with you guys, and genuinely we are trying to make a difference. Let us know your views, your feelings, what you feel like. Put in the comments in below, how do you feel us as Black people can start coming together. Let's try our best to make a movement in that. You know what I'm trying to say? Put in the comments. Let's come up with some ideas. Let's brainstorm. Let's not but this, but that, but this. Just put in the comments what you think, how you think us as a collective, as Black people, men and women, can start coming together.
Yeah. Let's bring more solutions.
Yeah, let's bring more solutions. Forget the headache, forget the argument, forget the back and forth. We just want solutions in the comment. Just solutions.
Yeah.
Peace and love always. Make sure you say your prayers tonight. So give thanks to God.
Yeah. Unity and all.
Yeah. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.